Our next guest is a Grammy-nominated singer and songwriter, and she's one of the finest voices of her generation.
Now she's back with the next chapter in her musical magnum opus. Here to discuss her new album, making her mark on reality TV and life as R&B's best-kept secret, is Syleena Johnson. Welcome to Arise.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing the fabulousness and the bling. Yes.
I do what I can, right?
Yeah, and you're doing it well.
Yes.
Yes. So the album is called Chapter 6, Couples Therapy.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about couples therapy. Why the title, and what is it evoking?
Well, I named the title Chapter 6 Couples Therapy because my husband and I were currently in couples therapy.
Is that right?
Yeah, and which is a good thing, I think. You know, I think therapy is something good that we should start embracing. I really started getting into therapy when I did the Ian Van show, and I really kept going to therapy, and I was like, this would be something awesome for my husband and I, and we can really, you know, learn more about each other. And so while we're in therapy, you know, just so many different, you know, concepts came up of love and of pain and whatever else, you know, that we go through in relationships, and it just made for such great songs.
Were you all having issues, or was it a preventative measure? Why the therapy?
Preventative and like communication blockage.
Gotcha.
My husband is very laid back, and then I'm like the total opposite, like, you know. So sometimes I don't really understand him, and he doesn't understand me, and it causes drama, you know, arguments, or.
Yeah.
And then we had kids, so we have two boys.
Aww.
And kids tend to kind of stifle romantic progress.
Got you.
So, just Lenny, is this your first baby?
This is my first baby. Yes.
Well, do what you can to keep the sparks going. Because they kind of, you know.
Well, how is your relationship now, and did being on Marriage Boot Camp help?
Being on Marriage Boot Camp was awesome. I knew about the program, Jim and Elizabeth Carroll. That is a real program that they hold. Like, it's not just for television, it's actually their ministry. And they hold it in Texas twice a year for, like, couples. So I really wanted to go through the program. I know it was on TV, so that was kind of scary. But him and I, we really wanted to go through it to see what it could do for our marriage. And it actually made us so much stronger. So I'm really excited. I was scared at first because, you know, the taboo is you put your marriage out there on TV, then it could tumble down, you know, it could go south from there.
They could backfire on you.
Exactly, so.
What about appearing on a Iyanla show? What motivated you to do that?
Well, I love Iyanla Vanzant, and I used to read her books. The very first book that she had, Value in the Valley, I read that at like 16 years old.
Wow.
And I followed from that one to In the Meantime, and I used to do her affirmations and everything. So I've always loved her, and I've loved her work. And we got the opportunity to have my family on there, and my mom and I, we just, oil and water, child. We just, we are oil and water, child, and my dad too, for that matter. You know, so my sisters and I, we're actually very, very close.
Okay.
My sisters, we all deal with the same kind of, you know, issues with my mom and dad. So we kind of just wanted to, you know, we wanted to get to the bottom of it, and we did touch on it during R&B Divas, you know, because my mom is trying, you know, she was battling some addictions, and she's getting better with that, and so I just really wanted to utilize, you know, that avenue for good, you know.
So did Iyanla fix your life?
She fixed it for 15 minutes, and then, so I need to call her back and see if she can come back and fix it some more. Yeah.
Well, is it hard maintaining that? Apparently, if it only happened for 15 minutes, what are you going to do to help maintain the good relationship in your family?
Well, all jokes aside, she did, she put a dent in healing. And my sisters and I, we went through the therapy because they offered us to have therapy. Like they gave us, you know, the option to have therapy, you know, on them afterward. So we took up the option and we went to a therapist, and it actually has helped us a lot. So,
great.
you know, you're never gonna just be like, oh, she fixed it and we're okay. We don't never have problems ever again. But my mom and dad are a little more old school and a little more set in how they, you know, their beliefs. So they're not too receptive of therapy. So they still be cutting up, but,
Not
but I mean, you know,
nearly as
they're
bad.
your parents. What can you do? You only get one mom, one dad, and you just have to, you can't change other people. You have to just change yourself.
That's true. And speaking of changing yourself, girl, you look great.
Thank you.
What's the workout routine? What's the regimen? Let's talk about the new book, The Wait Is Over. Tell us more.
I do have a workout DVD that's coming in the top of the year called Mommy's Got Soul.
Okay.
For moms.
Yeah. up.
Yes, I'm gonna have to send you a package.
Please do. I'm ready.
It's for like, you know, when you first have a baby, you can't really do strenuous stuff.
No.
So it's a workout that doesn't have any weights or anything. It's just body weight. When you're busy, you can do it on the road.
Nice.
And there's a pregnant woman in the DVD. Actually, you could do it now. It's a pregnant woman in the DVD and then moms in the DVD. But the book, so that's coming the top of the year.
Okay.
And it's infused with soul music. You know, because we never get to hear good music and workout DVDs. It's always like instrumentals because they can't clear
that
it.
weird techno.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So The Wait is Over. It's my journey with body image in the industry. It's interesting, I was watching you guys earlier talk about the Calvin Klein model and her being a size 10. When I was signed to Jive Records, I was a size 10 and I was told I was fat.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I was a full-figured model with Wilhelmina for 5 years. And we were like 8s and 6s, you know, and they were still calling us the 10,
What
20
does that
division.
do to you emotionally to keep hearing that type of thing when you're just trying to put out great music?
Well, it was devastating to me because I was a 3-sport athlete and I was a basketball player, so my size was like, oh, she's the bomb. You know, we're ready. You know, she's. So I had been glorified being this size and this height my entire life, and then I get into the industry, and I've come to find out you're not, you know, the prototype. You know, so it did a lot to me over the years, just trying to fit in and trying to make, you know, fit the mold and, you know, be what I thought that I should be, what they wanted me to be. And it was just mentally damaging. And, you know, but it really comes from seeds that are planted in you when you're younger by your family and by, you know, just being in grade school, little things that happen to you as a child.
Yeah,
so,
being made to feel like you're not enough.
Exactly. And that just manifests, you know, once I got into the music industry at a higher level.
Well, you're definitely more than enough.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try to say, and that's what my book is about. It's The Wait is Over. It's not about weight, like body weight. It's about the weight, the pressure of the industry being over. And I end the book doing my first half marathon because I've started running, and that's like a new love of mine.
Congrats.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's just like really just being satisfied. You know, you might not be where you want to be, but you should be happy where you are, you know, because you'll never be able to get to that point. So that's my ultimate goal is to just search for that peace and satisfaction wherever I'm at.
Well, we're glad the wait is over for your book and your album. They're both available right now?
Well, the book is coming top of the year, but Chapter 6 Couples Therapy is out now. I'm very excited about it. It's for couples, and I mean, you can get so much healing and just, you can have a great time with this record. It's awesome.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.